Hey! Set my mic up. What's good though, chat? There we go. It's been a whole week because I got like way overwhelmed last week. I don't even know what happened. But we're back. We're good. Everything's working. I'm here. I did a little bit of looking up, and by that I mean I watched like one or two Neelas videos. Great channel. Highly recommend. Does a lot of games like this. I know him mostly for Factorio, but he does play a lot of games outside of this, or outside of like Factorio and Dyson Sphere and stuff. But he does play a lot of these like base builder factory kind of games. That's mostly what I look for. But he's very good at them, I suppose you could say. I don't think I'm necessarily bad either. It's just I need that little bit. Ooh, don't do that. I forgot I still had that open. I was listening to music earlier. I think my accounts were flipped a few times there. I just accidentally hit the one of my music control buttons on my keyboard, and we don't want that happening. Don't need any of that DMCA copyright, any of that. Don't want any of it. It's not worth it. I don't know. Anyways, so we have a little bit of guidance this time around. I already know what our like objectives this time are, right? We need to get stone going. I kind of neglected it last time. I gotta do a couple of tweaks here and there, some slight reworking of our systems in place right now. Namely, we just need to get a little bit more smelters down, and we want to set up the hub or the mall or whatever you want to call it. The direction I'm building is probably not the best, but whatever. We can always tear it all down and oh my god, hiccups, and move it the proper way later. But right now, I think it's fine. That we need to do that, and yeah, those two, and then probably start moving towards red cubes and getting getting prepped for those and stuff. Yeah, that's I think today's major plan. I don't think getting the stone and setting up the mall is really going to take crazy long amount of time. It's going to be a lot of just like putzing around trying to make sure I'm getting everything right and setting it all up, as well as kind of upgrading our basic production of resources, our iron and our copper and stuff. Mostly our iron. We just need more iron. Only getting stone and all that smelting and all that stuff done. So yeah. As for, I guess I'll just like bring it in. I got an alt tab. There we go. Bring it in. Go ahead and load it. So as for how long I intend to be playing this game, I don't know. If I'm being completely honest. I actually don't really know what my goal is with this game. What are you? Are you stone? Oh, you're coal, right? Yes, that's cool. So where was closest stone? Forgot how to check. That's iron, which is good. We want more iron. No, that, which is good. Iron. That is stone. I think we had a closer one. Stone vein there. That's not incredibly far away. I think that might be close. Oh, there's one here too. That's also positioned a little awkwardly, but I think this is the one we're gonna use. I'll go ahead and we'll use that stone. I've got a whole bunch of gold. We need to start kind of pulling some of this power down, I think, to allow these. Out of curiosity. That looks like it makes about 5 per second. I have no idea. There's not really like a good... What? Oh, I pulled that up. There we go. Aft is crafted. Okay. Steel is just iron. Steel smelting's gonna be kind of a pain to get to. To get started up. Not really like a good indicator of like how much that consumes per second. Well, with 4 of these, we should be way over our needed supply. Even at the worst. Okay. So we have what? We have 6 iron smelting. We have 5 magnets. The magnets are being turned to coils. Iron and copper turning to these. I need to do... Let's do a little bit of moving. Big thing, we need more iron. Right, this one's mining 6 veins, which is good. It's just, we need more, right? We're not filling it all, which we don't currently need to, but that kind of gotta change. And I also need to box this. Do I have a box? I should plop a box here, and we'll just put order into there, and we want that's just for me, so I can make sure I have power. Alright, so for the mall, whatever you want to call it, we have quite a few things going. So we need to get these magnetic coils, these circuits, as well as the iron, the copper, and soon-to-be stone, as well as the gear. Actually, no, we don't need the copper. We just need the coils, these 3, and then the stone. And we can just bring the stone in across the side. Punch out. All right. Yeah, that's great. Forgot you don't really use like raw copper for anything in this game. So I'm like trying to remember all the hotkeys. Right, like it doesn't use raw copper. Doesn't use raw copper. But, like all the stuff that we're going to be making doesn't use raw copper. Nothing really uses raw copper. You just don't need it. Most of what you're using is raw iron. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know how long I intend to go through this game. I don't even know if this game has an ending. Like a want to end, really? I don't know how much of the game is developed, if I'm being completely honest. Looking through now. I mean, we can probably get this one going free. We can't get the graphite, but we can try to get like requires a bunch of red cube. So we really can't. Fast would be energy circuit, but I don't think we can even make the graphite right now. Oh no, we can. Somewhat inefficiently. That's 2-to-1 ratio of coal to graphite. We just need a bunch of be allowed to use inventory item. Literally just come to this chest, grab like 200 coal, F to craft. Interesting. Did I not craft it this way? Oh, you know what? I probably have to like make it then. Does it say that it has to be in something? Oh, you know what? I might not have the ability to craft it. Yeah. That's why. Okay. We can go ahead and get our 60 wood. This smells a bunch of plant. Try to get our 60 wood. And then we'll go hook up our stone, which should just be directly south of us. Yeah, that's stone back there. Easily have enough wood. There. That'll research itself out. I'm having like the hardest time with this for some reason. Let's get like 2 miners. See, this right here is why we have bots. I'm a little slow. The game is very taxing. I'm actually gonna pump just so we can get. Go ahead and make 2 miners. Hopefully we have over 1,000. Oh, looks like we had some mining machines. Well, that's fine. We have more now. We kind of needed a few more anyways. All right, and I need to make... It's 2 to 1? Yeah, so I need to... 1, 2... We still have more than enough coal for them. All right. Well, that's going on. 6, which is 180 per minute. God, if I do... Good one. Okay. Power poles. Well, well, we're gonna be waiting. Okay, that's fine. We can get some of this prepped. Line that. This. It's really interesting that you can hit shift and or hold shift and have the camera not be locked to you. This is right. Probably want it to be with the rest of our. Remember how many. We'll have our output come here. So let's just kind of. This will be our outline. Come to like there. And not that far across. We'll just have it follow that. Down freeze. Something like probably. And our coal power move. We have more fuel generation. There's fuel in the fuel chamber. We're gonna cover the core energy fast. But basically, we just make more power now. Or we can make power more effectively. Bring it up like there, and then... We need 3 belts on one side, 2 on the other. I'll kind of figure that out as we go. But I don't want to really bring the cube. So I need to bring... So I'm thinking we do... Oils here. Stone there. Where am I? So that's the belt. That's... One. 6, 7, 9, 10-ish. Just gonna bring these all the way across. Alright. While I wait on that, I'm going to take a moment to respond to people. Because we're kind of going to be doing a lot of like stuff right now, so. Okay. Not all of it? I'm a little far away, so my bots are being a little slow. Which is a thing, by the way. We're not so much slow. So I'm like eating my inventory. Right? This oil or else? I don't know. Just 100 titanium ore by collecting stone. Alright. But no, I had titanium ore. Yeah, there we go. Huh. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Still stuff we'll use later. Alright, so... Oh yeah, I can actually, like, make my power now. Or make my power poles. Make a bunch of Tesla towers. We're currently not producing the stuff to make the bigger one, so we'll make the small one. Not that concerned. Fortunately, unlike Factorio, there's not. Do this. One of the things that I commend Factorio for is how easy using stuff. Alright, so those are working. Make one more smelter. Smelter. One more of those. And we'll actually just have it kind of follow this. Six. No. So it's gonna be coming from like there, so we'll actually have it come down this. Go. This one needs power, but in custom? Okay, and then how do I copy a recipe? Copy. Then I should be able to just paste. Have to hit shift. No. Weird. No. Like I'm hitting the shortcut key. Alright. Oh, that one's also got power problem. Well. There. No, it doesn't. Running out of power. I believe the graphite's technically more effective, like more efficient, than using just raw coal. But creating the graphite's a little slow. No. Not going to. Let's look at our stone set up. I just need to find a good line. It is important to note with this game that the direction you build things does matter. You do kind of have to build from the back forward. Can be a little annoying. There. Our power is a problem right now. Our personal power. That's kind of one of the, I don't say issues, one of the things that happens with building a lot of stuff. Kind of reach this kind of like point of power draining early on. Probably didn't actually need two of these. One of these was probably more than enough. So I wanted to make sure we were good. But if anything, right, this just gives us room for expansion, right? Kind of a janky belt, but that's fine. Our power is just non-existent right now. Oh my god. They were like draining supplies. Let's solve the organic crystals in there too. Thankfully, just walking the power. Alright, so I should get all of that done. I'm gonna need some boxes. Like more boxes. Right now I got 3. Ooh. So, let's make some. Make like 7. So I need to make sure I have 10 of them. Okay, now we're making this stuff. These like stone bricks or whatever. I actually don't know what these are like technically called. What are these called? Yeah, stone bricks. Alright, there you go. And so we need to belt these things. Kind of like so. Okay, so we'll have you be 1 raw iron, not raw. The iron bars can be mine too, and then the gears. So the reason for this, why it's designed this way, is your tier 1 these things, your sorters can reach 3 tiles, right? So because they can reach 3 tiles, we're gonna kind of take some use of that by going 3 tiles in both directions for resources, for inputs, right? So we're using 5 of the tiles for inputs and then 1 for output, and that's going to be our boxes, which we're going to put on the 2-lane side. And we just kind of connect up what we need to connect up. Obviously, these things are being boxed up, or these like raw resources are being boxed up over here. We can box up the other ones to come in there. Actually, kind of thinking about it, that would make sense. The box, so we can box up this stuff. Stone bricks. Just so that we have them available if needed. They're building some stuff out. Put some off. Stone, maybe 3 is fine. Well, we probably don't necessarily need to box it. Well, it doesn't hurt to box all your stuff. kind of the idea. It gives you somewhere to be able to grab it. Really. There we go. I would just wait. I mean, I can start setting up stuff, but I'll wait so I can get a better idea of what's going on. The things can start being made like immediately. I'm just like, wait. Still. I mean, we're still having some power problems. I'll put these. They're a little bit more efficient. Vigorous energy below 5%. Let's go! That actually is an achievement too. Not like a in-game like milestone thing. These might be too much as well. I don't actually remember how many. I just kind of decided 10. This sounds a good round number. We're having. This is actually why I set up the full bank, so we can just start grabbing coal power. We should be gaining power now. I'm gonna grab some of that coal actually. Let's actually make this 400. Right, 400 coal. But I mean that just like makes it right. That's about how much we can store. We can store 400 in the system. Alright, thankfully most of our big power drains are gonna be done. So this is all products. So conveyor belts, orders. Yeah, Tesla towers. Welcome to be making assembly machine. Those. That's all this is it. Like, this is just make stuff. Make the things that we use, in effect. Mining facilities, definitely want those. What else? I guess splitters, why not? Toss them in there. Wind turbines in case we use those at all. And those. Right. Then we just kind of go back to front and grab whatever we need. Right? We just put whatever we need in them and go from there. So this needs gears and iron, so it's iron. Now, it's important to remember here that this stuff is not being built, or the stuff on this like grip is not being built at ratio. I'm not. That's intentional, right? This is kind of just to get it there, right? Just so that we have it. Right, for this one, go with the row. 3 of those. Also, maybe like 2 of those. Two of those is fine. Like 1 of those. 3 of those. Definitely don't need a crazy amount of boxes. 4 miners. Splitters, we shouldn't need that many of them. I don't anticipate a lot of these. Looking Space Marine I got there. Gee, thanks! It's more of a Jaeger, if I'm being honest. At least that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the Jaegers from Pacific Rim more than Warhammer Marines. It's just way more robotic looking. We need power. I'm gonna put my power here. I'm gonna overlap the power quite a lot here. I gotta make sure it hits all. I gotta make sure it hits all of the things on both sides. So yeah. Probably a bit inefficient, but gotta be a little inefficient to have it right. Like not power. So you need iron and circuits, which are both on this. But as I was saying, right, so this is not being built at ratio. A miniature Gundam. That's not a. I mean, yeah, I guess that's what a Jaeger is, honestly. American Gundam. But the idea is that this is just kind of always running in the background, so we don't really care about it being built at ratio. It's not trying to be efficient, it's just trying to get it done. This one is iron and iron coils output. This is mostly what we're iron gears and everything from this side. But they're there. See, like, that's not powered. Alright. There, now it's powered. I mean, I could have just moved doing them. But...
Your production compound has reached a certain scale. Now, click the Statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics. It includes the output consumption of each item, electricity data, etc. Use these dynamic data can help you to manage your production base.
Why, thank you, sir. Okay, so we need iron, circuits, magnets, so box of stone and iron. Iron. You are iron, circuits, gear, powered, and magnets. Glitter, iron, gears, circuits. Iron, gears, oils, and you iron, gears, oil. Oh. There's probably a better way to like set this up as far as like how we do the lanes, but I think this is fine. You also could do your science after. I'm doing it before because this stuff's not going to be running that often, right? And the science also isn't going to be running very much, if we're being honest. So I'd rather just have it all going at once. Right? Like, we're not going to be eating too much into the production line stuff here. Why are you not... Oh, you don't have power. That's fine. Can I... something up? Okay. I can just do... That should fix it. That. There we go. Alright, so that's... those done. Now we're just kind of looking to do research, right? So now we're making basically everything we want. We got some issues still. Why are you not making things? Yeah, stone bricks coming in. You need stone brick. Oh. Yep. Nope, I see what I did. Yeah. I put it onto the other belt and not onto that. Hopefully that didn't cause any problems. Doesn't look like it did. It looks like we're good. It looks like anything that would have accidentally grabbed it, didn't. That's good. So why are you not? You don't have iron. So iron's kind of our big bottleneck right now. I kind of assumed it would be. Because we're making so little of it. We could use more iron. Or rather, not more iron smelting. It's because we're splitting our iron, right? That's the problem. Our iron's being split up. So we're not using all of our iron. Is actually what's going on. Because so much of it's being turned into gears. So, a nice big iron vein over there. But what I think we should do is grab it. Alright. So we can come over here, right? Now we can just walk by, right? We can grab belts, we can grab borders, power poles. We can grab miners now, whenever I want them. Why are you not working? You're lacking iron. Okay. Oh, I also set this to not store it. That would also cause problems. Alright. That's sorted. I mean, could be better, but... Well, personal power, not factory power. Factory power is doing more than fine. We got 13 watts of... I wish I was faster. So slow. Okay. So we're gonna mine here. We're just basically gonna bring the belt up. So we are going... We want 6. Okay. I don't have the long-range power pole, so we're gonna just do that. That's fine. Alright. And then I need these to kind of like join up. A lot of them join up like... A lot of them join up here. Where are the spheres at? We're working on it. That's where they're at. Look, I haven't met Mr. Dyson the vacuum man yet, so we're working on things. Okay, we haven't created our partnership in this space thing. How do I want to go about this? I think what I want to do is I think I actually want to maybe not necessarily tear that one. But I think I want to give it a second one. To like support it. And then we break. I forgot I had the I forgot I had Storm Eagle. I always forget about the Storm Eagle. God, it's such a good face. I love that Storm Eagle emote. God. This is so awkward. Alright. Bring it up here. Yeah. I think good. Oh, that's just written directly from his model. I'm not gonna find it. Literally just right from the sprite. But it's a very good. What happened here? What is this? Whatever, man. I don't care enough, but like, why is that a problem? We don't need the splitter here anymore. Essentially what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually just going to link this one up to there. So this is the world. This is what the world looks like. This is actually a smaller planet, though. As you can see in the distance there, there's another, like, tiny one up there. And then, where's... That's the sun. There's the big planet. I think that's like a gas giant, though, so there's, like, nothing to do on there. There's our sun. I'll worry about building a Dyson sphere on it later. So I don't know if you would call us tiny or the world tiny, but I mean, something is definitely small. That's for sure. One of them is small. I don't know which one. Alright. I should get that fixed. I am... Unsurprisingly, our magnet... Right, that should hopefully fix the iron. To a degree. Should give us more iron going. I might want even more iron production. Right. I don't really have enough space to put like too much more. But now that I have like a proper setup going here, we could do. I don't have any smelters, but that's okay because I'm making them. This is the joy of these games. It's just having something automatically set up, so you can just be like, I have that. I grabbed the wrong thing, though. That's... Let me take it. We got 7. That is not a lot. Our iron is a serious problem. So I gotta redo this copper line as well. Kind of intersecting here. Because I'm actually... I'll be a good American here. Steal land from myself. That joke was very poor taste. Apologize. Not wrong. I mean, it is wrong, but not for the reasons it should be. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna expand this quite a bit. By expand, I mean we're just doubling. We're doubling the iron going this way. Since our iron coming towards our stuff there is not really being utilized that much. Alright, how do I want to reroute? I kind of think this just above the smelter. Well, maybe not. Okay. We're gonna have to go around. We'll come back here. Let's back up. Alright, I just want this to look nice. I'm that guy. There. We could make that look better. Why do that when I can just go right in? There we go. Okay. Kind of like... Okay. Oh, copper there. Okay, dumped off all my iron ore, and we're good to go. So that should, right, it gives us like a full belt of iron, some of which is being used, but that's okay. Half the iron. Looks like it should be making its way through. Or at least most of the way, not quite all the way. It's getting to things that you... Right. That's good. We're making it to about the splitters. Every now and again. And obviously, as these boxes fill up, this will become less and less of a problem. Alright. I suppose we should probably do some research. Can't do titanium. Can't do crystals. Did the solar collection. Let's do that. Learn some of that. So that we can do, like, semiconductors. Buy it. Fluid stuff is going to take us into reds. I research that and that. Probably get these. It's just like easy to make. Right, we could make technically make those on. I don't think that's. Can I do that? I don't know. But we need to research into this. We need to get the energy make. That's something. So we can make the reds, which uses graphite and helium. Part of plasma refining, which requires liquids, namely oil. So, or no, water. I think. No, it's oil. We take the oil, we crack it into. There's a lot going on here, right? There's glass. There's like these wireless ones. These are like super long range power poles. Very, very useful. Also kind of a pain, if I'm being honest, to make. So we can make solar panels. Go ahead and do that.
The data shows this is a planet without natural silicone veins. However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible. Now, you can try to view the whole planetary system, and even the entire cluster, by clicking the star map button in the lower left corner of the screen.
Interesting. Ooh. The whole planetary system. Already done this, but this is our entire solar system. It's one giant star, a planet, and 3 moons. I don't know. I don't know. Like, is this technically a planet? It's orbiting another planet, so it's like, is it? I don't know. It doesn't matter. What matters is we're having power problems all of a sudden because our cold boxing was a bad decision to do on this side. We tell it not to do. I can tell it to do it on the other side. I need that box. This is the smarter way to go about it. I don't know why I thought it'd be a good idea to box it. Let me run into this problem. Right. This is not running efficiently enough. So let's give some of these some power so they can run. We also can make, you know, these will help. I don't really know where to put it. There. That should help. Then this will start working at proper efficiency and start getting full clock file. And I'm going to limit this. And I'm just going to dump it here. And there we go. Okay. What are the research? So we can make solar panels. That requires reds. Reds. I think everything up here requires reds or something. Conductors. How many of this stuff's a proliferator? What is this? Spray coater? We're setting up a spray coater on the conveyor belt. You're putting the proliferator into the sprayer. From the upper port, cargoes carried on the conveyor belt can be sprayed with the proliferator. Cargoes are used as raw materials for the next level of production. And the effect of extra products or productions. Interesting. Input the proliferator into the spray coater from the conveyor belt. I have no idea what stuff. Interesting. Processor units. Number of spray. It looks like it's like a production speed up almost. Yeah. 12.5% extra products, 25% speed, plus the energy consumption. Interesting. Never seen that before. I don't know how newer, or like how new that is. Oh, I can get the drive engine now, huh? Go ahead and do that one. That's one... Oh, sorry. Our power is not keeping up. I wonder if that has... problem. Full. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just require more power, but it's so that we may develop more power. It's okay to consume power if it makes us power, right? Something like that. I mean, we did kind of up like what we're doing. Makes a little bit of sense to have a little bit of power problem. Running at like not quite 100. They should hopefully fix that by basically doubling our coal production. Should hopefully providing our generators with enough coal. Yeah. And then once they're, yeah, now that our satisfaction is more than enough, these aren't consuming coal nearly as quickly. Beautiful. And now we're starting to storm. Absolutely wonderful. Cool. I'm gonna dump some of my copper plating. I don't need this much copper plating in my inventory. That's a lot. I don't really need like a that's not really like a reason to make like a box for it. So I just never did. Like I could, but yeah. So this is kind of that's pretty. So this is like a basic setup. Our next step is just kind of like, again, just like getting research done. Kind of like there. I can make. How do I do that? Oh, it requires steel. That's kind of complicated. Not really complicated. There we go. 5 engines 1. I can now fly and increase move speed by 100% in flying. Double press spacebar.
You have received the ability to fly. Double-click the space key to lift off, and then use the arrow keys to control mecha movement. The moving speed will increase by 150%, with more energy consumed under flight mode. Pressing the Alt key can return the mecha to the ground during the flight.
Yeah, okay. Yep. 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 Oh, okay. Well then, I guess our next step should probably be... I don't know how to do the... Looks like I need another... Oh, I need, like, fluid. Let's get those queued up. As for this thing... There's a part of me that kind of wants to just, like... Literally just, like, make a machine. Like, in this line. All the way at the end. Like, make a assembler for it. I might just do that. I mean, the point of this is to make stuff. To make our buildings and stuff using all the time. You can also technically use it. Oh no. Right, so we need it for water pumps. We need it for, I think just water pumps really is all we need that. That's the stuff. Plasma stuff. Right, so this requires those. These require glass. We don't have glass right now. And then this requires... That's something we'll probably make on the top. Solar panels is actually don't require copper. Interestingly enough. That's not iron, is it? No, that's silicon. Okay. Yeah, so that's like oil stuff. I mean, yeah. I'll just here. This is definitely not like a good spot for it. Like, don't. That's not a good idea. Whoop. Okay. I just wanted to sort. There's literally a sort. It's fine. Output. You need. Those require silicon, right? This is the kind of thing that you probably want to actually make sure you have copper. I just want to quickly get some in here. That will be two because I don't remember how. A minute. Probably a better way to do the power, but I mean, leaving the space between every like 2 or 3 of these would work as well. But I was lazy and didn't do. We need like 60 of these for the research. Yeah. So while we wait on that, I suppose we can pull up and also plasma extract refining. Get the oil extractor, which is stuff. Refinery, which is going to require those plasma things and steel. So next big thing looks like it's going to be steel. Do that. We're not going to be using those anytime soon, but might as well just grab it now. Press our whole system before we need to actually do anything. Yeah. As I said, I don't know how much of this game there is. Never really mission complete. Oh, jeez! That's so much! Artificial star! When do I get to make a Dyson? Oh. That's cool. That's actually not that deep. A lot earlier in the game than I thought it would be. Cool. Yeah. Again, this is not an item you'd be making this. You would not put this on the bus necessarily, or like on like the necessarily. Or at least you would try to ratio it properly. Which it needs what? Yeah, it's 2-to-1 ratio. I mean, we can technically ratio it properly. By doing that, that'll help get it to make it more efficiently. Why are we having a power pump? It's not the coal. The coal was fine. Are we just have we just grown too much as a factory at this point? Milestone power. Okay. We're just using too much while we're researching is all. That's fine. We can fix that. Traffic monitor. Oh yeah. That is like a thing that I should probably put down in a few places to make sure like we're using enough power and or make sure that we're like using our power, or like, you know, make sure I'm monitoring them. No. But I don't. We can just build more power or more coal power, right? Which I think is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna start setting it up. Six. And so yeah, we're in flight mode. Which actually let us like move to other planets. I don't remember how to land. Halt. First flight. More than enough of those. Actually, pause on this because I want to get this. I want to get that. What's this do? Spray coder proliferator can greatly increase the production line efficiency. Set up the spray coder on or connect to a conveyor belt. Input the proliferator into it. So automatically sprayed when the cargo the conveyor belt pass by. Items that have been sprayed with proliferator receive proliferator point. The effect of proliferator will also be directly determined by the proliferator point. Proliferator points affect the effect of extra products of production speed. They take more power, but they increase your speed. Some items that do not get the effect product, but only get the speed up production or get other effects. Items for research mode of the Matrix Lab. Extra cash. Items for pay receivers. The maximum output can further. I'm going to see the effect of the proliferator. Spring proliferator on all raw materials. Proliferator points will enable in production process. That is incorrect grammar. Just be a production process with production speed up or extra products. As long as one raw material does not gain proliferator points, the whole product process will not gain production speed up or extra production process. And gain extra product only if each raw material has proliferator points and lose a proliferator effect in the corresponding production facility. The items that have been proliferator raw materials next level of products significantly increase the basically it's now we walk a little bit faster. That's why I want to do that, so I can just walk faster. I walk a little bit faster. How much? But 50 coal power. We will never use that many, but we have them. I am not even joking. I don't think I'm ever going to use all of 50 of these thermal power. But we have them, and we're making more. Let's connect these belts. Ugh. Connect these belts up, and then I would set up like 1, 2, 3. Or more of these bad boys. No idea if this is overkill or not, but it's what I'm doing. Actually, the actual like car should power their own thing, their own sorters. I just want to make sure that these all go online. Beautiful. All factory. Power generation, 200 megawatts. Or 20 megawatts? 200? I don't know. That was a milestone. No, it was not. Put a lot of milestones there. Stuff here. Probably build my solar panel, actually, yeah. Replace my solar. Like, we have it, you might as well place it down. There. Sure. Boom. Solar panel near the equator. Oh. Where is the equator, actually? I didn't even think about that. Oh, you know what? I think it's this line that I'm on right now, actually. I think this is... I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The equator is like the big green line. The big green lines. I don't know if that makes a difference. Should help. I believe these solar panels... If I move, I think they like follow the sun. Which is a good plan for solar panels. Only we had more of them in the world, you know? I mean, I said that like they're not incredibly space consuming. They are. Solar farms do take up a lot of space. I do understand that, but honestly, I think they're worth it. Like, we need better power. Our power is so literally destroying the planet as well. I mean, like, now I understand, and supposedly the guy who made it, Quarter Crew, Ren specifically, he made a video actually talking about solar panels and solar power and how we can kind of like fix the problem. One topic. I guess what's next? Get that last research. I guess last couple of research, like a little bit more. The technology. Not that one. Getting processor. I want to get energy matrix. Basically. Uh-oh. That's not good. I mean, like, that's cool, but that's not good. Keep finding some stuff here. Let's keep getting some of these minerals out of here. Alright. My powers are actually give myself. So we need to start setting up oil. Essentially. I believe this planet doesn't have it. No, it does. It doesn't have silicon. It doesn't have natural silicon. So we have to convert into silicon on this particular. We go out to the planetary. I believe there's another planet. And this one. This one does have natural silicon. But we're not in a position right now where we can really do anything about that. Other than acknowledge that it does. So, we'll have to create some ourselves. I believe it was stone. So we want to make glass as well. So stone, making stone into glass, and then the glass can be used. Make a few. Primarily, we can make the prisms. That should probably be our next big It's getting another thing for stone so that we can start making prisms using. So it's a 3-to-2 ratio, and these are 2-to-1. So 6 smelters to 3 crafters to 2 crafters. Alright, that's a whole another line of stone, basically. I don't know how I want to go about that, actually. We're kind of like using a lot of the space here. I don't know if I liked how I'm using it. I almost want to actually pull some of this up. Like move this power stuff away. But whatever. I wonder what ore we depleted. I would assume it'd be one of the copper or iron veins that we started with. I wouldn't be shocked if it was one of these ones. These ones are getting oh. It's actually one of the nice details of this game that I really appreciate. As you can, like, as these ore veins get smaller, actually, like, eat them, get smaller. The more resource there is, the vein. Cool. Oh, you know, I think it was the copper. I think I depleted one of the copper veins. That's fine. And I'm kind of just like walking around doing nothing. That's like the issue I have with games like this, is it's like I'm trying to think of what I want to do. How I want to go about it. And then just like walking around doing nothing a lot of the time. While I kind of think about it. A little bit faster for me to fly places, even if it's in here. I just want to dump off. Oh, sorry. Get up some more rocks here. The big rocks that have like the extra non-stone minerals, like titanium. So we want to get more miners on this stone vein so we can make stuff. Let's do that. I already know what my ratio needs to be. I can't tell. More. Now I don't quite know how I want to. I could just like do this locally, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's go through the process here locally and then basically just belt it all down. I need to make sorter Mark IIs. So I think I'm just mining the trees and stuff. Give me some time to think here. Plus, you know, it gets me like and stuff, but easy. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is actually maybe move the belt. Remove the power poles or something. I don't know. But I think what we want to do is we actually maybe do want to have like something like this here. But instead, I think I want more going on there. So I think rather than it being right here, I think I want it in the middle. Because I currently know of two buildings that we'll be making, or that we'll want to be making. There's the water pump, which uses it, Tractors don't. This doesn't. It's just that and the Mark II sorter currently. So what we can do is a little bit of reorganizing here. And we can tell that to have this. Oh, geez, I have like tear a bunch of them down. A lot of reorganizing of the boxes. So essentially, what I want to do is I want to move that down here. But more than that, we want 2 of these. We want to do something like this right now, and then I need to flip these. So I need you to actually be orders. I need you to be. I'm gonna have to redo their connections. Ooh. You don't need gears, and then obviously we need to limit this thing. Empty the box. Inventory's full. It's full of garbage. Like not the tier 2s. We'll go through a bunch of these in a moment. Okay. So then you will make our tier 2s. And then you will make these. Okay. So first, I need one thing. We want that into there. We want this into here. And then you need these on. And then you need the gears. Okay. This is just 1-to-1. Going to work regardless. And then you need 2-to-1 on iron versus coils and gears. And then you're just going to be making directly into. Then you here. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is the way I'm doing it right now. Then you can go into. Then you can be limited to. That's our tier 2 sorter. Don't know how much of a difference those make, but that's what we're. But I think these are still only 3 size, like 3 in length, maybe a little bit. I don't actually know. Looks like they may just be faster. I don't know if they're actually farther. Well, it looks like it's a little bit farther. Okay. That is exactly. It still can't go 4. Chemical. We still only need water pumps to take those, but I think we might just make the water or the other one at the same time. Maybe it's smart. This thing's like kind of. You can always just like make a box for him and then pump it out the box and go down the line. That box. Set that down here. Box in there. This is honestly more for a buffer than anything. this in there. We don't need them in our inventory. What's this? Cool. I need to get some stuff out of here. I mean, we have boxes. Like, obviously, I don't necessarily want to like dump all of it, but I need to dump all of it. And the copper kind of just has to get machines using it. Thing. Stone is just having a hard time. Reasons, I guess. Cleaning up the inventory a little bit. Look at some things here too. Where now we can make reds. So, oops, wrong. Oh. Right. So, most importantly, we need to learn how to make red science. Making red science requires graphite and the products. We can't do it on ourselves. We have to do it in a refining facility. So we have to refine oil. Means we'll need an oil extractor. We need to get steel, and we need to go back to what we're doing here. I think I like the idea of doing it all up here. I need some. Won't be too bad. All right. I remember where our oil. That's fine. All right. As we established, it is a. I don't know about that. It is a 6. Aha. That's not wonderful. Action. Six to 3 to 2. I don't know if this is correct. Yeah, this is correct. Wonderful. Then you make. No, you just make these, because I need the copper coil. So that'll be made. You can just send those out. Wonderful. Probably insert these in, huh? That'd probably help. Cool. Start making these. Our copper coils are on the top side. Yeah, I need to move this. This is in the way. trying to change the direction of the line. I want it to go this way. This will probably still be in the way, but slightly less. I need to like stagger these. Forgot about that part. Oops. That should be. Wonderful. Alright, that should get that out of the way. Oh. Yeah, because that was connected like that. So I shut off all my stone. Let my drone get that. There. No, that's it. Let me just bring it. Oh. I don't know how I want to go about it. We're gonna run into issues with the line. I'm trying to figure that out. Because we need copper coil. Yeah, we need these. Have these. Like reactor thing. It's like arc reactor. Like I don't know. They look like the arc reactor to me. Iron Man's arc reactor. I don't really know where to go with this stuff. I guess there was copper over there, right? Kind of dark. Yeah, I guess we could like. Oh, we need iron though. There's oil there. Right. Toggle on. Right here. Maybe that'd have been a better spot to do all this, right? With the stone vein, the iron vein, and the copper vein there. Oil there, oil there. This is our closest one. Let's run next to stone and it'll be copper now. Okay. Okay. I think it's okay. We'll figure it out. We could always try to. Okay. Oh no, because that's like right in the middle there. Ooh. Yeah, this coal here is like in a really awkward spot. I actually don't like it. Actually, like these coal veins are like such horribly placed veins for me. This our power is doing like well. There's like no more research. Red, red. We can. We're not gonna be able to make any of that stuff right now. I think everything left reds for fire. Okay. Are we researching? Researching. It'll take us. Everything that'll be left requires red research. We'll deal with that when we deal with that. For the yellows. Belt twos. Those require. Those are the better. Belt threes. 30. That's so many. We can produce. We can 6 per second. Surprisingly, not a lot. Don't need more. Okay. So, well, we're making the Mark IIs. I'll actually make slightly less of them. Kind of thinking about it. I'm not really using them right now. We could be. I just, everything here should mostly be stopped. I mean, we could bring that stuff all the way up to here, and have like a little factory here for it. But I actually almost think it makes more sense for me to, unfortunately, like, kind of tear down this whole line and build like a small factory. Not over here, but I need to find a way to get some iron up here so I can make the oil. And I guess there's iron over there. Oh, I am not fueled. Stop. You fuel? No, you're just like right. Are you fuel? No. Okay. It's worth. Yeah, okay. Because we don't have silicon, we have to make it this way. Just 10 stone to 1. Very, very inefficient. What do we need? I traded silicon. There's 2 ore for 1. And it looks like it makes components and these things, these components is used spray coater and processor. And it looks like it's also used solar, which would be nice to have. They generate up to 360 kilowatts. Looks like during the day. I think our thermal plant better. It's better than the wind, and they're like a little bit smaller. Still. Right, yeah, I think that's what we want to do. I think we want to tear this down. Tear that whole line down and set something up over here. We'll want to mine this copper, and we'll want to mine the iron down there. Hey. And we'll want to bring the iron.
Rare veins scatter around
in
different
as magnets.
planets. They will greatly improve production efficiency. So if you find them, collect them and put them as a part of industrial production.
Cool. And we want to get this copper vein the other half of the magnets. We can make this. We're gonna do. You go make it. Cool. I think that's what we want to do. Hard to tell with this game, you know. We're a little behind for where our research is, but that's just kind of how these games. So I should have some miners on me. Yeah. I tried to do the Factorio thing, I just wanted to see if it worked. So in Factorio, when you're moving power poles, or when you're placing power poles rather, if you click and hold, it'll automatically place power poles at the maximum distance required, or the maximum distance for a connection. So it makes it really easy to power poles going. Very, very handy. Could have. I don't know what they're here. Yeah, yeah, we got. I don't know where I want to smelt these at actually. I want to try to leave the water relatively unrestricted here. I mean, I want to smelt them in a position that'll make sense. I know it's a 5-to-2 ratio, I believe. Double check. I believe it's fine. 2-to-2, 1-to-1. Could be, yeah, fine. So I think it's technically like 2.5-to-1 is the idea. That's why it's a 5-to-2. Just need my desk. Okay. I'm gonna make space. Gotta bring the copper over still too. I don't know how close I want this to be. Copper. I'm mostly just gonna copy a little bit of what we have going on my I also have coal here if I want to like set up a small power plant. Own personal power plant. Or maybe I use this coal for something else. Or maybe I turn it into graphite. Like technically a little bit more efficient, I believe. So, yes. Look at the map. So what am I doing over here with the production? I believe I am doing 5-to-2. Technically, yeah, 5-to-2. A line. Those. Well, that's just kind of what we'll do. I'm sure if I move that one. Powered, right? Those are making stuff. But then copper. If you're curious how I'm doing this, if you hold shift, right, it doesn't snap anymore. Then you can actually also, if you go to rotate it with the R key, it'll let you also rotate. Yeah, sort of an unlocked rotation. Very helpful. That's probably way too many copper miners, but I'm only making like 3 of these. I'm gonna make the full 6. We probably won't. One is out. have no idea how I'm gonna go about this. I don't think I want to go that way. I think I want to bring it up and over this way. Up. Over. And I think what I want to do... I want the magnets to come in over here. Come across. I'll just have them go down. So these just like come all the way across. Move that. When in doubt, just move it. Let's bring these over. I'm still placing. My power is struggling. Good fool, am I? Okay. Far away. I need my coal. That should help. Not that great, but... Probably hell if these things had outputs. I'm like low on power, so drones kind of... They're working overtime. There. Oh, one more. Two more. You gotta stand... They'll usually build the thing that's closest to you, so... Usually you just gotta stay near something, they'll... First... That's why I've kind of built things, or kind of why I stand usually where I do for building. That one is not powered. Okay. Now that I have a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. Assembler. This 2.5. It's a 2 ratio of these. I'm gonna do something a little weird. Right. Ratio. I want 2. Do that. 2 inputs to 1. That necessarily. And then outputs out. That, get rid of that, get rid of that. Let's put it. I think it might have to be. Right. Then this will make these. That one's fine there, but that one... You know what, let's just move this down. we're just gonna go with the original plan. Alright, and then we'll go back with the original idea here, which is basically to just belt all of this. Then we will create some machines. If I can remember how to do that. Machine. Perfect. We'll create like 2 of them. That should still be copied. Beautiful. Output, output, output. Belts. Those things. They require a lot of these. But if I remember right, these make 2 at a time, right? Yes, so we're technically making the 4 we need. 1 with each thing. I think maybe. Ratios are weird. Just ask Twitter. And then this side we should only need 2 input. This is being built very janky. Not very clean. I do apologize. So we output this. There. Now we're making these. And first thing we're going to do, PDF box. Just a stack. Okay, all of that just so we can make some of these guys. I don't even know if we really need them. I probably could get away with boxing these things too. I don't really want to though. If that makes sense. Seems like a lot of work to do. And like, get used. Like these by themselves don't get used. There's really no reason to box them. I feel. I come to the rest of the gear, right? Like this, yeah. This is like purely made to do the exciter, so not really a reason to do that. And so we are being bottlenecked by the. Which makes sense. We really should be like not really producing. Why are we not producing it? Oh, you know what? We should be doing a double up. Because we're just never gonna get them out. This is like just perfect space. Oh, that's not gonna be powered, is it? Oh no, it is. Let's go. That should help empty these out. I got a bunch of them. Okay. Cool. Continuing to clean my inventory out a little bit. That should help a little bit. With things that should make them come by a little bit more often. Now we're making these things. Why did I want these? I wanted these for a lot of things. Namely, I wanted them for the power pole. Actually, we could technically make them. What are those items that like we can kind of just like ship it all the way down to the like mall here, which is not positioned very well. Thinking about it, kind of. But and just have this like jut out like a machine. Right, just have like an assembly machine like here or something. And then import them. Then have this like output somewhere. I don't really know where it would output. I guess put it like here maybe. But give us some room, or I guess give it the 3 lanes just in case. It's not enough room. That things are in the way. I need to move this stuff again. This coal is just in a bad spot for me. What time is it? Wow, I feel like I've not been playing for that long. That's the joy of these games, right? Like, time actually does just fly, I feel. These kinds of games. Really do. Well, at least we have some for, like, crafting. That's good. And again, I just don't want these. Alright, it's like mostly working out. Actually, we could make more of these. Make probably one more of it. I would say. But it looks without having like, no problem. And maybe we can make like a third. One more of these should easily sustain our current production. What's probably the mistake I made, but that's okay. And power. Oh. That should help those produce a little bit faster. Not much, but a little bit more. These things eat. Eat the magnetic coils for breakfast. I get those in there. Sure. We've made progress to a degree. Our glass is kind of halted just because like, everything. Because these just like are not producing fast enough. But that's not like kind of where we're bottlenecked right now. Is what it is. I can always move this up on this one. There's like a box here on it, but and I don't see a reason to box those. They're not used for much. My knowledge, currently they're not used for much, so it's not really box it now. Okay, cool. So I think the next thing, steel. Going to require more iron. Right? Not quite sure where I want the steel to. So it's like a 3-to-1. Is that what it is? 3-to-1? Steel. Yeah, 3-to-1. 3 iron for 1 steel. So I think like the normal setup here of like 6 smelters or whatever, we would get 2 smelters. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But like that's kind of just like where it is. Or how it is. So basically, I think what we'd want to do actually is a setup like this here, this like double split setup. Or this like split setup. And then just have them go in either separate lines or something. There's a few ways I could go about it. Kind of thinking about the design for it. I don't really know where to put it though, or where to bring the steel. Because we're gonna need the steel for stuff like on the bus here. How this is currently set up, it's not really a good spot to put it. Put the steel. Can't manufacture things like that. And with how this is set up, it might actually be a problem. So, building-wise, what do we need steel for? I don't need steel for the water pump. We do for the oil extractor, which also requires those. What about on a totally different mineral node? That's probably our plan, actually. I don't know where to bring the steel to. And yes, hello. Because like we're gonna need it. I guess we could bring it in or something. I don't know. We could also always do a layered system. I'm always afraid to do layered system. Because that is a thing we could do. We could always just double them. 2 layers. Making concrete? Yes. Well, I can. I am not currently using it. Not currently making it. But I am able to make it. I'm just not doing it. I haven't set steel up, so I can't make concrete yet. I'm trying to, you know what? Let's go to the. Let me not be in the sky when I do that. Let me get out of the sky. Okay. Where are our veins situated? What do we got going on? I need like stone and iron. Kind of close. So, like here. This is actually a good spot, like right next to where power is, for some of our power. We're kind of all over the place. um, that's fine though. Yeah, I think over here is probably good then. Right, we got the stone. We can just locally make the stuff, and we can make the concrete over here. Have a nice concrete spot. And then question mark, question mark, question mark. All right, this is actually really close by. I like that. So let's start clearing some space. I know the robots will do it, but I like doing it. As for research, as anyone wondering, we have everything we can research currently up until red. And that includes upgrades as well. Actually, I think technically we might have like one in here that I can technically get without red. Yeah, inventory capacity, but I need steel for that. Currently have everything else is no early fluids is a pain. That's kind of why I'm putting it off for everything else. I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten up to reds and done a little bit of work with reds and like kind of setting up the fluids. I hate it. I despise fluids in this game. I feel like okay. Hot take. None of these factory games have good fluid. Not necessarily like a good fluid like system. Like they'll do their own particular fluids fairly well. Like Factorio's fine. I don't necessarily hate like moving fluids around in Factorio or anything like that. But oh, do I hate messing with oil and cracking and ratios? Like they all do such awkward ratios. First playthrough in a while. I haven't played this game in years, and I decided to come back to it for a little bit of fun while we're in an awkward time with the schedule not being complete. But it's just something I can do. It's nice, relatively relaxing. Like that's the thing I feel with a lot of these games. Like Satisfactory has that issue too, where like the ratios just like aren't clean and moving fluids suck. Like you need to do so much work to get all of it together. It's such a pain, and I hate it every time. But I don't know why they keep making them like this. Like every single game does it, where the fluids are just an absolute pain for no reason. Like, come on, game designers. What were you thinking? Get to a meeting. Oh, that sounds like fun. I will attempt to do my best with this, though. I still barely know what I'm doing in this game. Very early on, still for me. I never got super far the few times I have played it. We're figuring it out. We're learning. It's all part of the process. Let's bring it this way, I guess. I think our stone's over there, yeah, so we probably want to bring it up this way to smelt. And then we got oil here, which is probably going to get in the way. Just because that's our closest oil base here. I think this is where I'm going to do like the smelting and process. I probably should have had it loop or achievement. Really, this could be done way more efficiently when setting these up. Plus, we could use the extra little bit. We're about to blow through a lot of it, so. Alright. Well, there we go. Okay. As a note, if I never mentioned it, I don't know if I did last week. Played a lot of these kinds of games. Satisfactory and Factory are the two main ones, but I also played a few others similar. We have a lot of fun with these. I really do. I actually really do. But I my statement stands. I feel like they always do something about these games and fluids. Like they hate to make fluids easy. And I don't know why, they just do. 3. So here's what my plan is. Go up in here like so. And then we're basically just gonna have them output this, like this. We've established it's a 3-to-1, based on ratios. And then steel, right? Which actually, because it's, well, no, because these ones input 1.5 per time, I believe, is like the idea. So those are ins, these are outs. And then, in. And then obviously we got a power. I'm not leaving myself a lot of room for power pulls. And so I'm probably using a lot of excess power pulls, but it's not like they drain power anyway. So iron on all those. But I have like some and then you will make steel. That'll make me 20 steel a minute. How much can this belt carry? 6 a second? Why you gotta game? Let me pull up a calculator. 20 steel per minute means 1200 steel a second. That is sound, no, that's not correct. I need to divide by 60, not multiply by 60. Right? Yeah, no, because it's per minute, so it's over 1 minute. So minute would be on top, yeah, so. Well, I guess technically we're making double that, right? So we'd be making 40 per minute. So that's not a lot of steel. Like at all. That's fine. We'll just make a little. I just set that into the onto the belt. How much do these make? These make 60? You know, I guess I didn't factor that part in. Like the speed of everything. So, okay, 1 second. I wish I knew how fast this stuff was. Production speed is 1. So then I guess what's the crafting speed of this? 1 second, and the crafting speed of this is 3. So that actually means one of those. It's technically a 1-to-1 then. Actually, you can make way more of it. Okay. Yeah, you also gotta pay attention to crafting times. Believe it or not. Then it should be coffee. Gotta power it. I know. I forgot about like paying attention to time as well. That is also something you want to do. Is how long does it? Right, because since the steel takes longer to craft, you can actually fit more of it. That's how these games work. That's probably a bad spot. We can fix it. Hey, we're like right up against this crude oil. Sheesh. Alright. Garbage out of here. Yeah, so these should actually all be working. No problem, yeah. In fact, I might be working a little bit overtime. Okay. So next up, we need to get stone into brick. I need to find out our ratio. stone to brick, 1 per 1 second. So we can essentially assume that our steel is we're making like 2 steel a second. Right. And then in order to make the concrete, we need 3 stone to 1 steel. So it's not that bad. Our ratios are going to be like way off. We don't need 8. 6 is fine. 6 is fine. Okay, I'll clear the space up. A bunch of this stuff out of here. Yeah, that crude oil is going to be a really awkward spot for me here, I think. It's like unintentionally right in the way. That's our... I think it's a tight line. Pull it out. Powering both of them here? I honestly can't. Probably can move that. Oh yeah, it is. Sick. Go smelt it. I am out of furnaces. Look at some. I forgot which way it was. A little too far. Flying is a surefire way to just like absolutely destroy your fuel supply. It will absolutely eat fuel. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Here. Steel. This is gonna be like a small little back. I actually want it to go down. 1, 6. Copy paste. Back that line up. Do this. But again, not being the smartest person ever and leaving space for power. Yeah. That's not. Right. Yeah, actually. There. Okay. Inputs. Inputs. Little janky. Output line. I guess. Bring them this way. I mean, technically, like, technically, like, a bunch of facilities for it, but I don't think I want to make, like, a bunch and put in there. You can see our field is something. Oh, it would help if I put all of the outputs in, huh? Really easy to mess up that kind of stuff. Try that again. Output, 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 output. This is definitely a situation where we want a box. At the very least on this game. Like, way more than we'll ever use. Alright, and then machines. Right there. The one concrete machine. Actually make two of them, I think. I'll do something. And this should actually have enough to do this. We should be producing enough to do this. No problem. Oh, you know, the issue is... Right. So if we're gonna do it this way, it actually makes more sense back this up. Right, and do it like this. It makes more sense to go that, then have the steel come in. A little bit of a weird line there. I think this concrete will be the last. Is this too close? Like, looking at it, I was like, that seems like it's probably not going to let me do that. We worked it out. Get up. Oh, I guess technically we only needed two, but oh well. It does 1.5. Dump what we have in inventory in these. Get it out. This is something I think a full row will be good for that. Inventory. Alright. We're making concrete. I think we're relatively fast here. And with plenty of excess. Cool. No iron over here too to mess with. We have technically excess iron. But that's I don't like necessarily that. We have excess iron. But yeah, we're making steel. Kind of going on an offer. I mean, there's technically not a lot of copper, but there's technically. We'll clear a little bit of the land, and then that seems like a good time to stop. All right, we made some progress. We're not quite at red cubes. I think that's our main goal for tomorrow. I honestly didn't think we were going to get the red cubes today. It's a lot of stuff to do. Namely, wait. I can kind of like clear some of this out right now. Thought I had a little bit some of the resources nearby, for the land nearby, prep for tomorrow. but other than that, I don't really know. Actually, it's probably a good spot though, right? Because we're pretty close to the water, so we can get water for the water pumps. We're close to our power, so when we inevitably need to expand power, we can expand power. Which actually, I might do that just. I mean, I think we're power. We have a maximum capacity of like 21, or 22 around it. I'm like clear a lot of this right now. For my inventory is getting absolutely cluttered. But I can always just use it. But I'd rather this be cleared. So I know that we're good to go. We'll kind of clear it all out and then yeah. And I think tomorrow we'll start working on energy matrix. Get that going. Because energy matrix is kind of a pain. Right? So we're gonna need probably just coal. Honestly, I'll probably just do the 2-to-1 on coal. It's probably the easiest ratio to go with. This way to go about it. Clean up the factory. I don't actually know about it. So in Factorio concrete and stuff gives you faster. Let's do that too or no? A surface leveling tool. Not to change planetary landforms and level the surface to 0 altitude. Use the foundation for high ground, you will get a soil pile. On the contrary, if you use a foundation for the ocean or low-lying areas, must consume soil pile. Building foundation, use a kind of decoration to level the surface. Okay. So, really like nothing. Alright, well, generating resources that we need. Our coal is good. I think we're making more coal than we need for these generators, which is fine. It's hard to tell because we're not using our generators to full capacity, so they're not consuming as quickly, I think. Maybe? I don't actually know how those work. I'll be honest. Actually, I'm a little curious texture. Power. Energy storage. I think that's probably the next big thing I want to get as a key, so we can start with batteries and stuff. Okay. We'll get a little bit more out over here, and then oh, good. Going to have home stuff on so much random garbage fuel. That's okay. Well, random garbage fuel, totally. Stones. Then we can worry about trees and stuff tomorrow. All right. Well, that's good for today, right? We got the primary mall set up, so we got most of our main stuff built. Having a slight issue with knowing what to do. I guess we could technically make like a quote-unquote advanced mall for like more stuff. Kind of brings in resources in a more proper way, but I don't really know where to go with that. We're not really doing good with space. But we got all this stuff here for things. going to mess with too much until we actually need to. So we need chemical plants, we need oil extractors, oil refineries, water pumps, and a bunch of that stuff tomorrow. So we're going to be crafting a lot of that, I think. So we're going to be grabbing a lot of resources. We could technically, to an extent, make some of it. The water pump we could make. The other extractor, refinery, and chemical plant. A little bit more difficult to set up in our main quest, just because we don't have glass and we don't have the photon or the plasma stuff on the main. Maybe we make changes to it. No, that's always the thing with these kinds of games. You can always change. You can always like change. Nothing is ever in. You can always make a change. Well, that's starting to look pretty good. I mean, we have a few other areas too. Like we go like down over here because we have a double. Good one. Yeah. I'm going to cover it. That's what we saved. All right. Do that. I can get out of here. We're actually kind of on time. I started a little late though, but that's fine. I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow. Follow the schedule that I can follow. And yeah. Thankfully the semester ends pretty much like the end of next month, so we're not trying to like bide time for our janky schedule for much longer. We're gonna actually be good to go again soon. So we're doing that. Hopefully. Actually playing through Final Fantasy VI, the remaster. That's Final Fantasy. I say, having not played all of them. It's my personal of the ones I have played, and that includes the 5 we've done on the stream. And then I think we take a break, like an actual like formal break from Final Fantasy, and play through some other stuff. Not just like short little one-offs between games. I believe the plan is Danganronpa still. I don't know if I'm going to go through the entire Danganronpa trilogy, but I definitely want to at least play 1 and 2. And probably 3. I see no reason not to go through that one. At that point. I don't know how long that's going to be though. It's probably gonna be like Ace Attorney where it's like that like eats up like a good couple months. And then after Danganronpa, I don't really know what the plan is anymore. I still kind of want to go through the rest of the Final Fantasy franchise. That was kind of always a thing that I wanted to do, is play through all of them. And the Pixar remasters have been a really good way to get through 1 and 6 without having to use emulators. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm more than happy to be honest, but it gives me a way to not have to do that. And then like I own 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10-2 would probably all end up being emulated. Remember 11 or 12 is a MMO, so that one would get skipped. Is that Final Fantasy 11 that's online? Yes, that's the MMO one. So we would skip 11 and just go straight to 12. After 10, I don't know anything about 12. I'm gonna be honest. People don't talk about this one. Like, never heard of this one. Like, I know nothing about it. Apparently it's on Switch. Well, there's a PS2 game, so, you know, emulators. I own the entire 13 trilogy. Because I wanted to play through it at one point, because lightning is cool. And then I got, like, 2 hours into the first one and went, I can't do this anymore. It's okay though. And then 14's an MMO, so we would pick that as well. And then it'd just be 15 and 16 whenever that comes out. But I don't necessarily need to play 16. Like, I want to, don't get me wrong, but actually, ooh, look, the game. I also want to play through the MGS series. Maybe we can take a, instead of going straight into Danganronpa after Final Fantasy, maybe we can do Rising Revengeance, do Danganronpa, and then jump into the MGS franchise. That's also a series I really want to play through. At least the original trilogy. I want to play those. Those seem like a lot of fun. But anyways, enough rambling on about nothing. But save again in the background. Yeah. Other than that, all I got. Until next time, we'll continue. This is the vacuum company circular project. I don't know. I got nothing. License here. It's very fun.